How's it going, everyone? I'm Joe Sirois from the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. I've been a Vater Artist since 1993, and I'm going to stick with them till I stop playing, I think.
It's a tragedy. I've been close to folks who have. Have you ever felt the pain?
Well, I started playing when I was 9 years old, and I think the thing that got me into playing was the Ramones. I was a huge Ramones fan, and listening, I decided that I think I could pull this off, and I started playing along with the records down in my basement. And I come from a big family, and all my older brothers and sisters were into like a pretty eclectic mix of music, so I got exposed to all that through them. So I started playing all sorts of stuff. Well, Bill Stevenson from The Descendants is definitely one of my drumming idols, and I've been fortunate enough to seen him play and hung out with him, and he was one of those dudes that I was like learning how to play, and I was like playing punk rock stuff, and then I got a Descendants record, and it like totally flipped me upside down. I was like, what is this guy doing? This is incredible. So I had to start learning how to play like him, you know, and he's definitely one of my influences, Bill Stevenson, for sure. And then I was in a cover band in high school, and then straight out of high school I joined the Bosstones, and I've been in the band ever since, 21 years. Yeah, it's been fun so far. As soon as I joined the Bosstones, it was actually when I met the singer. He was like, Dickie, when I met Dickie, he was like, we're playing in a week, can you figure out all the songs? I was like, yeah, sure, you know, so I figured them all out, and then it seemed like as soon as that happened, tours were booked, and we were just non-stop on the road. 15 dudes in a van. We had a giant blue 15-passenger van with a trailer on the back, and we just went and went and went, and it was like, I remember one year it was like 325 gigs in 1 year. It was insanity, and we just kept plowing away and just playing shows, and we just kept building and building, and then what happened after that? It was a blur. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's part of why we're still able to do it, is because we did take a break and we gave our fans a breather a little bit, and I think we built like kind of like a nostalgia factor that we're part of people's growing up, you know? Like I get that a lot from fans of the Bosstones. They're like, oh man, I remember I saw you when I was going to school in upstate New York, and I'm so happy that you're doing it again, and it's definitely fulfilling, you know, like to still be able to do it and come out, and people are so psyched to see us, and there's always a large crowd when we do, and it's awesome. We're blessed, you know. So we're playing with the Dropkick Murphys at Fenway Park, and it's phenomenal. Like I was just at the game the other day watching the Yankees get smushed by the Red Sox, and it was exciting to think that I'm going to be playing in there in a couple of days. It's wild. It's kind of like a weird dream come true. It's like you're going to be playing in Fenway Park. It's awesome. The flight attendant on a flight, I don't know where I was going. I was going to Europe, I think, and she called me out. She was like, you were on Elmo Palooza, weren't you? And I was like, yeah. I think that's like one of our crowning achievements, I think. To be on Sesame Street, I mean, come on, that's incredible. It's a dream. Yeah, the Count played drums with me. How many people could say that? Pretty awesome. Now I have a new band called Roll the Tanks, and we're starting, we just put out a record, and we're here playing tonight, and that's been occupying a lot of my time. More and more, you have to rely on your live show now. You have to make your live performance like unbelievable, because like this is a good example. This band that I'm starting right now is a new project for me, and we shopped it around with some labels, and that was the question that I got across the board from everyone that was interested was, how is the live show? Are they any good live? So I think that's got to be the focus, and it actually kind of goes back to how the Bosstones got started, and we were just focused on the live show. Like we looked at our records as like an advertisement for our live show. And I think that's part of the reason why we built our fan base, because our shows were wild, you know? People would go crazy, and I think that's why we've created all these memories for people that have stuck with us over the years that continue to come and see us, and it's awesome. So I think for a new band starting out, I would say that just dial in your live show and make it a performance and kill it on stage. And don't think you're gonna come out and put out a record that's gonna just shoot to the top. You have to earn your wings. You have to get out there and get in a van and get an opening slot for a bigger band and, you know, go on tour. I like the 3A. Initially, I liked them because they didn't shred up my hands. Like, I was playing these sticks, I don't know what they were, but they were like, I destroyed myself. And then I found these, and I don't know if it's because of the hickory or what, but and the finish that you guys put on it, but they just felt so good in my hands, and I never blistered again. And I also feel like the 3A, the thickness of the 3A is really just fit me. I don't know, and I've stuck with them. I've never changed. Remember, I tried like 2 different sizes. I tried a 2B. I tried a Power 5B. I tried a regular 3A, and I think once you find the stick that fits you and you forget about it in your hand almost, it's like a perfect match for you, and you just stick with it. It's awesome. I don't know. I've always loved the Fatback. It's a great stick. You have this extra beefy part right here that lasts and it's durable, you know? And I think it makes a nice balance too, you know? It balances it out. Check out these Vater 3As, Fatback 3As, they're awesome. And I've been a happy member of the Vater family since 1993, and it's crazy. It's a long time. And they're awesome sticks, so check them out.
Down to do or die, you got to rise above the rest.